Welcome to the first episode, the first tutorial in the Real You membership. Today we're going to be talking all about content calendars, why you should have one, how to fill one out. You'll notice that when you logged into the Lux Reels Academy, there's a section that gives you downloads. And I know that some people really like spreadsheets and some people are terrified of spreadsheets. So I'm going to talk about the Excel, or I made the spreadsheet in the Google Drive. So I'll show you how to use that one. And then this is the PDF version. So you can download this and it's a fillable PDF ready to go. Or if you're old school and you just love writing stuff down, there's nothing wrong with that. This is a paper download as well. So we're just going to be talking about the concept of content calendars and just what these templates look like. So let's get right into it. So the content calendar, I'm showing you the PDF version right now. And then you'll be able to fill in your name or your business name right here on this line. And we're going to go in your content goals. It's important to set up our goals first. And just it gives us a starting off point. So since this is the beginning of your journey, it's going to be really important to just take a little screenshot of where you are right now in your business, because the only way for you to improve is for you to have measurable success. Set your goals and make sure that they're measurable. So even if you don't have any followers right now, that's okay. Just put 0 down there and we'll work on it. It'll grow. So and I'm also going to be covering mostly Instagram, at least in this tutorial, Instagram, TikTok a lot, and we'll talk about in later tutorials how to cross post, because it's important to maintain a presence on Facebook as well. But just so you know, I'm going to be doing mostly Instagram training today. And like I said, but this is just a content calendar. So honestly, this is just what you're going to post, and this helps you batch your content. So the idea is you would set up a posting schedule, and you'll see here at the bottom of the screen, it says I will post blank times per week. So even if you're just going to post 1 time per week, that's fine. The content calendar has a slot for 1 day, once a day, I guess, 1 post a day. So just map that out, and just getting it on paper makes such a huge difference. So what I'm going to have you do is navigate to your Instagram page. So I'm going to pull up my Instagram right now and go to your profile. Okay. Go to your profile, click the 3 lines on the top, your settings, then go to analytics, or insights, sorry, it says insights. Okay, and this is what we're going to talk about. We're not going to worry about all the advanced features. I would recommend just clicking through all of these, but for right now, we'll focus on total accounts, total accounts engaged, accounts reached, and account followers. And even if all you do is just look at this once a month, that's fine. We're not going to dig into analytics right now, but like I said, we're starting on this journey together to grow your account, to get you confident on social media, and this is the first part here. So that's how you access your analytics.
Let's go back to our content calendar. There's a whole tab for this in the spreadsheet version, or we can fill it out on the page in our fillable PDF.
The goals of my social media presence are, so think about what you want to accomplish with your social media. Do you want to get clients in the door of your physical business? Do you want to just share your message? There's plenty of, mom bloggers out there who just send a heartwarming message of, hey, it's okay if your house is messy. Or there's plenty of I love my plus size or my mid-size fashion bloggers that just show how to dress real bodies. So even if you're not selling anything necessarily, if you just have a message you want to get out there, that's great. So the goals of my social media presence are, you're going to write them down here. And this, by the way, is just kind of a month-by-month goal, okay? So if they change throughout, that's okay. Just like I said, it's important to get it down. What are your goals? The subjects I cover on my profile are, and list a couple things out. So this is going to be the list of your content pillars, right? So I'll give you an example. For my account, my content pillars are, I do social media tips. I might talk about, Instagram settings that will save you time or something like that. So I'll do Instagram or social media tips. I'll do a fun edit. I'll do tutorials or some kind of behind the scenes. And then I'll talk about positive mindset and motivation and just morning routines, things like that. And then I like to give a little glimpse into my personal life. Not too much. I like to keep it professional, and I like to protect the identity of my daughter. So I try mostly just to put the back of her head if I'm going to have a picture of her or something. So that's up to you. But I will tell you that one of those, I'm going to give you a freebie. One of those content pillars is going to be about you and about your business, right? And about you. People really want to know how you have your coffee. People really want to know, do you make your bed in the morning? And if you just rotate between those 4 or 5 subjects, whether you're posting once a month, hopefully you're posting more than that, once a week, once a day, just rotate your posts between those pillars. And the reason that the content pillars are so important is because they're talking to different clients who are at a different stage in their customer journey with you. So in my example, there might be people who they don't have anything going on right now. They just have their 9-to-5, but they aspire to be a social media strategist, or they aspire to have some kind of digital business. And so I'm really hooking them, kind of aspirationally with my behind the scenes stuff and my tutorials. And they're trusting me because I'm showing them a little bit, I'm being vulnerable with them. I'll show them behind the scenes, or I'll show them, what I do on a day-to-day basis. And so the other thing that one of my other content pillars are tutorials. So people who are actively looking for social media managers or who want to learn about social media, they're also going to find me. So by having different content pillars, it gives more points of entry really into your business and into your content and your feed. So just think about, 3 to 5 different categories that you could cover on your profile. And at any time, if you want to pause this video and fill it out, feel free to do that. This is self-paced learning, so you can do whatever works best for you. The next is going to be your hashtag bank.
And if you're opting to use the spreadsheet version of this, the hashtags can be found at the tab down here at the bottom.
It's very helpful to have your hashtags mapped out in advance so you don't have to sit there and retype them every single post. It's so tedious. So I'm going to show you a couple of tricks with hashtags. So you'll see content pillar 1, 2, 3, 4, and location specific across the top there. So if you want to write down or fill in your content pillar, maybe it's tutorials or behind the scenes or something, then you can fill it in right there if you'd like. So what I want you to do is I want you to go onto Instagram. But just know you might want to set a timer. It's going to be easy to get sucked in. So what you'll do is you'll go into Instagram and, let's say you make clay polymer jewelry, okay? So maybe I'll search clay jewelry on Instagram. So here I are. Okay, I've typed in the top right here, clay jewelry. There's some pretty great stuff here, some good stuff. And I can click on a post that I really like. So this lady, she knows what she's doing. That's a cool video. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, if you click on the description, you can see where the hashtags are at the bottom of her post. So she has several different hashtags here. Polymer clay earrings, that's one of them. So I'm going to look at each of these hashtags, and that's why I say you do this one time. It's a little bit intensive, but it's important because it's a hashtag strategy is important. So the polymer clay earrings has 2.8 million uses, and on TikTok that's fine, but on Instagram that's way too many. So that means it's not specific enough. And that means that if we use that hashtag, nobody's going to find our content about clay polymer earrings, because as soon as I refresh the feed, there's going to be someone else. There's going to be something else in there. So we want to look for something more specific. So clay earrings, 1.7 million. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to find a group of hashtags, maybe 5 hashtags. Find 5 hashtags that are like 1,000 uses or less. And then find 5 hashtags that are, up to 10,000 uses. And go ahead and find 5 more hashtags in that category that are, maybe 500,000 uses. just know that you want to definitely stay under 1 million uses. But by staggering and by kind of having these different buckets of hashtag categories, it's going to help people actually find your content. And the more specific the hashtag is, the better, because when somebody searches that, they'll come right to you and you have a much higher chance of being discovered. That's why it's nice to have a whole page dedicated to hashtags. You can pause this video if you like and just do some hashtag research. Remember, maybe set a timer, because you're going to probably get sucked in on Instagram, especially if you're searching your niche. You're going to be interested in what they're talking about. So set a timer for 10 minutes, do some hashtag research. And I would recommend doing hashtag research a couple times a year. Once a quarter is great. More is better, but if we're just starting out and we're just starting to actually have a content strategy, just do it this one time. Save them here, okay? Okay, so here we have content calendar for the week of this. So like I said, this is the PDF version of the spreadsheet, and I really wanted to put one whole month on a page, but if there's people who want to write down their descriptions, they're going to need some space. You'll see there's a couple pages that are identical. So this is essentially 1 month worth of content, okay? So content calendar for the week of whatever, you fill in the blank there. Across the top, you'll pick your topics, and these are going to be your content calendar, your content ideas. So for me, this could be Mondays could be tutorials, Tuesdays could be Instagram features, Wednesdays could be recreating a trend. And that's another free one you guys can do. On the previous page, I talked about content pillars. I'm going to give you a freebie where just talk about yourself and what you like and how you drink your coffee. But another one of those content pillars can definitely be trending audio. So when you're scrolling on Instagram and you see somebody lip syncing a 5-second audio like this one, you can do the same thing. You'll just push the bottom button and go to the sound page. You'll see how many uses it has. Try for an audio that has less than 10,000 uses. And then from there, all you have to do is use the audio. You can record yourself right there in the app. Next month, I'm going to be talking about using the app itself the Instagram app, how to make a reel, how to use the Reels editor. That's going to be next month's topic. So this month, we're just going to talk about getting our content out there.
Okay, so let's get back to our content calendar for the week. We're going to fill in our content pillars across the top where it says topic, and you can put one content pillar per day if you're going to post once per day. If you're posting once a week, then pick a day and post then, or if you're going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just notate the topics you're going to cover on the days that you're going to post, and you can just put a big ol' X through the days you're not going to post. So put the topic at the top. Then write the description. What are you going to share? Because the reels that you're going to share or the pictures, they're not going to cover everything, so you can put a little bit more description right there in that box. And then what hashtags are you going to use? This is where the digital version comes in really handy, especially the one in the Excel spreadsheet, because you can just open up the Google Drive app and then you can go to your hashtag page and you can just copy and paste right from there the relevant hashtags. So that's really just up to you. But at least you can get an idea for what kind of hashtags you're going to put here. Make sure they're really specific, so really relevant to your video. And then along the bottom, I put a little checkbox for graphics. If an aesthetically curated Instagram feed is not on your priorities list right now, don't worry about it. But if you want the checkerboard feel to your Instagram feed, then you're going to have to design your graphics. And we'll cover this in a later post. I just wanted to provide that for you. If that's something that you do, did you design the graphics? So as we're batching our content, we're writing out our content calendar, and then the graphics would be the next step. You could go to Canva or the Stories editor and make your graphics in there, and then you would film all your content. So you could do all your content for the week. We're not going to get too much into that for this video right now. Just know that that's something that we'll build in later tutorials.
If you make this content calendar for yourself this month, all I want you to do is take video of yourself doing what you do. Just document your life. Don't worry about transitions or effects or trends or anything. Just document your life, okay? This could be you propping up your phone against your water bottle while you do your morning workout. This could be maybe you hopefully have a tripod. This could be, sitting on your computer and you put your tripod behind you with your phone recording you for, a short time. That's all you have to do. And so if you're just getting content of you doing what you